What's up, guys? Welcome back to Demons Only. I think we just broke Prize Picks. There's no more demons showing up on my board, and I am so sad because there's an NFL game tonight. I did just record a video, so that I thought that's super weird because we just did an MLB lineup video. I put it on the channel. I submitted the lineups real time, and 2 hours later, there's no more demons popping up on the boards. So hopefully that's just a me thing. It's not a you guys thing. Hopefully you guys can put in lineups tonight. We did have a $500 payout. If you're interested in what lineup that was or what the win looked like, that's on the last video, the MLB one. I tried some new things. I made it a little different. I'm trying to clean up these videos for you guys, get you guys more options so you guys can pick and choose who you want or who you like. And I'm just giving you guys the information and the lineups that I think will hit. At the end of the day, it's your money. I hope you're choosing the people that you want to choose, and you're just using me as an informational tool as well as a source to set a lineup that's likely to win, but you're not banking on every single person winning because, like I said, I do not guarantee wins. I guarantee that these individual squares will probably hit. Now, they may not all be in the same lineup, but they will all hit, and that's what makes it difficult for us. So to get more accurate, I broke up the MLB guys into 3 different tiers and set the lineups that way, and then I went over, who I thought would hit, who I thought didn't hit, and who to stay away from. So if you're interested in that, I'll leave the link in the description. But I just wanted to show you guys that no demons are popping up. We probably broke Prize Picks. Hopefully they show up for you guys. Hopefully they show up later for me. Usually they follow the same rules. Quarterback, 299 passing yards for Daniel Jones. Since his line's a little lower, they'll probably have him at like 250 for a demon. And wide receiver ones are at like 99 usually. So with that being said, Dak does throw a lot. He's thrown 100. He's had 122 attempts in the last 3 weeks. So that's 40 on average a week. He's not going to slow down against this defense. The Giants allow 186 passing yards per game, as well as 4 passing touchdowns. So that's a crazy number in the red zone. They're giving up a lot of touchdowns passing. But when you look at the yardage, you're like, well, that's not that much over 3 games. Well, they played Jaden Daniels and Deshaun Watson. Not high passers. We all know how Deshaun Watson is. He can throw a lot, but they're not always accurate, and he's not going to go for a whole lot of yards, especially if he's turning the ball over. Also in that game, I think he was sacked 8 times, so it's hard to get the ball off if you're sacked 8 times. I like Dexter Lawrence for a sack and Pinnock for a sack, but like I said, there's no demons popping up, and here on Demons Only, we only submit lineups with demons. So I'm not putting in any NFL lineups, but I just wanted to, give you guys some pointers. Hopefully they're popping up for you guys. Devin Singletary averages 65 yards a game, and I think that's the line they have him at. Yeah. Yeah. So you can take the over on this. He'll definitely hit, more than likely hit, especially against a Dallas defense that gave up 150 to Derrick Henry, 39 to Watson, 115 to Kamara, 87 to Lamar. Like, they are getting ran over like it's nobody's business. They got 6 sacks against Cleveland, so I guess the defense did something. But then again, Cleveland's offensive line has an open door policy, so there is that. The average rush yards against them are 185 and a half. That's 5 yards per attempt. That is crazy. So if Singletary doesn't go off, something's going wrong over there in New York. They also have trouble with the slot. They gave up 96 to Shaheed. That was on 2 targets. And they gave up 81 to Olave, as well as 60 to Aguilar. So slot guys, Olave moves around between the slot and the outside, just like Neighbors. So I do like Neighbors. I just don't like him as much tonight as I like Wan'Dale Robinson, only because Neighbors gets targeted so much. They're going to make it part of their defensive plan to shut him down so that way Daniel Jones can't throw the ball. What people aren't paying attention to is Wan'Dale Robinson has 24 targets over the past 3 games. That's 8 targets a game. He averaged 15 receptions and 123 yards with 1 touchdown. That's a money line right there. Right? If his lineup or if his demon line is anywhere near this, you hit the over and you hit it right now. You put that in because it's going to hit. I'm telling you that one's going to hit. Who else we got? Crazy enough, they did allow 87 to Lamar and 39 to Deshaun, so both guys can run. Daniel Jones has 19 carries over the past 3 games for 67 yards. He's rushing for 22 yards per game. If his demon lineup is anywhere near 20 yards rushing, hit the over. Him just like Wan'Dale Robinson, that's going to hit. I'm telling you, that's going to hit right now. Who else do we like on this lineup here? I think the Giants might take this damn game. You can, if they do, you heard it here first. I think the Giants might take this game. Dallas's defense has been showing some things that we don't like seeing. They do have a safety that's out. He is the second string safety, so if anything happens to the first string safety, they're going to have to drop all the way to the third string safety. They're also missing Kalen Carson. That's the starting cornerback. He's tied for first for the most solo tackles, so they're missing a guy that tackles a lot. And that could mean some trouble for Wan'Dale Robinson or Neighbors because, I'm sorry, that can mean trouble for Dallas because those two guys get a lot of yak, which is yards after the catch, and especially if they're not being brought down immediately. Let's see. Who else do we like? I'll give you the option between Tolbert and Cooks. Both guys aren't that bad. It depends on where their line's at. Tolbert's averaging 13 yards per catch. He's also had 4 targets in the last 3 games, so he is getting targeted quite often. And at 13 yards on average, I get him at like 56 yards. He's probably going to hit that. But with Ferguson back, his line's dropped a little bit, and everybody's assuming his targets are going to drop. But even with Ferguson in, Tolbert still had 4 targets, so they shouldn't be too worried about that. Ferguson, that guy's crazy right now. He's got 16 targets in 2 games, 9 receptions, 110 yards. That is wild. That is Dak's bromance right there. He's going to hit Jake Ferguson all night, and New York doesn't really have anybody that can cover that good of a tight end. So we'll see how that goes. If Ferguson's demon line is anywhere around 55 to 60 yards, take it on the over. It sucks that I don't get to put in lineups with you guys. It's honestly kind of heartbreaking. I'm actually pretty sad right now, but I just wanted to give you guys some numbers. So hopefully you're paying attention. Maybe take some notes. Dak for 300 yards should hit. Neighbors for a touchdown should hit. Robinson for anything, yards or a touchdown, he'll probably get that. And Ferguson or CeeDee Lamb, I would take either of those guys. And Singletary, as long as his demon lineup is under 80, I'd take it. They do give up a lot of rushing yards, but the New York Giants line isn't as aggressive when it comes to the run as the Saints are or Baltimore is. So be careful with that. I know hearing the numbers, you're like, oh, Singletary's going to have a game. Just be careful because it is 185 yards, but they did play against the Saints with Kamara and Baltimore with Derrick Henry, and we all know Singletary is like neither of those guys. So I hope y'all make some money tonight. I'll be back at it tomorrow with another MLB lineup. Kind of sucks I didn't get to put in an NFL lineup, but hey, we're blessed to be here, blessed to have, breath in our lungs, and let's make some money, all right? Go check out that MLB video.